Hey, how's it going, YouTubers? Fimencho here, back again for another video. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about Daredevil Season 2. Not just talking about it, giving my predictions on what I am expecting to see in Season 2. So, yes, without further ado, let's begin. Actually, before we begin, let me give a couple ground rules here. First things first, this is unscripted. I am kind of just spitballing here, so you have to forgive me if I don't... if I seem a little frantic, please forgive me. And another thing, I am talking about Daredevil Season 2 as if you have already seen Season 1, so... yeah, I'm not deliberately spoiling anything, but you might want to check out Season 1 before you watch this video, just saying. Plus, it's, really, really good, too, so, yeah, it's worth checking out. My battery's about to die. Whoa, okay. So, yeah, let's begin. Prediction number 1. So, first things first, I think that this season is going to be awesome. Now, I know that might be unfair to say. That's an unfair prediction because everyone's expecting it to be great. I don't think it's going to meet everyone's expectations. I think people's expectations are extremely, extremely high. They're talking about, the Defenders, and Daredevil's going to team up with the Punisher, and Iron Fist is going to appear, and then, Jessica Jones comes in and swoops in and saves Daredevil. I'm not expecting anything like that. I'm expecting a Daredevil-centric story, a very good Daredevil-centric story, and I think that's what we're going to get. So that is my first prediction. I think that it's going to be still a very grounded series, a very good, grounded Daredevil story. So, yeah. Prediction number 2. I think that this series is going to primarily focus on obviously, like I mentioned before, Daredevil-centric, that whole thing. Yeah, that still stands, but I think the villain is going to be primarily the Punisher. I think at least half of this series is going to revolve around the Punisher and his involvement in Hell's Kitchen. He's banging down doors, he's killing criminals, and Daredevil doesn't like that, so he's going to try to stop him. Obviously, that's a pretty simple synopsis of what's going to be happening in the story, and plus it was in the trailer, so I think that definitely is going to be the majority of the series of, Daredevil, Matt Murdock dealing with the Punisher. What is his motives? What is he doing? I think there's going to be a definite backstory similar to what they did with the Kingpin. His backstory really, really, really screwed up. I don't mean they screwed up. I mean it was just a really screwed up backstory. Like this guy, man, he went through a lot. So I think they're going to be doing something similar with the Punisher, and I really hope that they do something like that because again, I don't know too much about the Punisher. I've never read the comic book, unfortunately, but I'm really excited to explore this character the way that they have explored, the previous villain, the Kingpin. So I hope they do something like that. My third prediction, I think that it's kind of weird that the Electra trailer, the second trailer, the one that came after the Punisher trailer, I think it was kind of weird that it seemed like to me that trailer was only showcasing one episode. It was like they showed one big choreographed fight scene and then a couple bits of dialogue here and there, and that's pretty much it. So I thought that was kind of weird. I figured that they would show more of her character, but maybe she's only in one episode. I'm not saying that that's not one of my predictions. That's not what this prediction is. But I definitely think that she's going to be a little bit less in the show than what people are expecting. I think people are expecting her to be like a second lead, and I definitely don't believe that to be true. I think she's going to be a very good character, but she's going to be a sort of kind of side character, if that makes sense in any way. That's what I'm expecting to see. So, yeah. Prediction number 4. Who is the main villain in this series? I have no idea. I don't think anyone does. Again, I mentioned earlier that the Punisher looks like he's the primary villain, but is the Punisher really a bad guy? Now, I don't know the origins of this character. As I mentioned before, I keep saying as I mentioned before, but I know he's not like this evil person that's going to kill everyone. Like, I don't think he's going to kill Daredevil. Obviously Daredevil's going to stop him. That'll be my prediction 4.5 or whatever. But, I think that there's more behind this series than just Punisher and Electra. In the Electra trailer, they mentioned, I think Stick mentioned something about the hand. I remember them referencing that in the first season, and again in the first season when Stick has his confrontation with Matt and Daredevil and everything, and then he goes back to like his boss or his master or something. It's like this big guy, doesn't even show his face. He's like a really creepy deep voice, and he's like, "Yes, soon we will awaken," or something like that. Something cheesy like that. I can't remember. And then a lot of the taglines of the series, it's like an ancient fear or an ancient force will awaken or something like that. I can't remember. Again, this is unscripted. So I think it might revolve around, the hand or that big, master guy. I'm not sure who that is. I'm really excited to find out who that is. But I think that is going to be the main bad guy, whoever that is. Again, I don't read the comics, so comment below. Who is that guy? If you can give me information, let me know who that guy is, and is he a really big character that's going to be, the big bad guy, or are you expecting, Punisher or Electra to kind of be the main focus of this season? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I can predict. It's kind of weird that they haven't showed too much of what's going on with Foggy and all the other side characters. I think that's something that they definitely should save for the actual show and not spoil that and not show any of that. It's going to be kind of interesting. I'll give one more prediction. So, in my opinion, I think that the first season was definitely about Matt becoming Daredevil, him stepping into the shoes and becoming this guardian of Hell's Kitchen. And I think that this second season, if this makes any sense, I think that those shoes are starting to hurt his feet. I think he's going to be realizing that was a horrible metaphor. Oh my God. I think that this season's going to be focusing on how much of a toll it is putting on his body and his mind. Because if you've watched any of the trailers, which you should, they're really good, you'll notice that there's a lot of dark themes. This looks like it's a very dark season, and I think it's definitely going to be darker. I think they're going to continue to take advantage of, being on Netflix and being able to have that creative freedom. So I think that it's going to focus more on his pain and his development, and on not only just Matt becoming Daredevil, but Daredevil becoming that guardian, that sentient being that protects everyone, even Punisher, someone who kills people. I think it's going to be an interesting parallel there with faith and law kind of, intertwining in a way that really isn't natural in any other sense of, form of media. It really doesn't, law and religion don't necessarily go together conventionally. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that works, how his faith and how he believes himself to be and what he has to be. I think it's going to be interesting to see, working on forgiveness. Can he beat this guy without killing this guy? I think it's going to continue to play off what's going on with him and Kingpin. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That was kind of a loaded one there. That was prediction number 6 or 5. Can't even remember. I'll have to watch the video and find out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below. Give me your thoughts on my predictions. Do you think I'm completely off? Do you think I'm completely wrong? Tell me, let me know. Give me your predictions. What do you think this season is going to hold? What do you think this season is going to be about? Do you think that Punisher and Foggy are going to be like a love couple and they're going to get married or something? Or do you think that Daredevil and Electra are going to join a boxing league that, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, give me your predictions down below. Like this video if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about. Subscribe if you are looking forward to any further videos that I have coming up into the future, which I haven't mentioned too much about, but that's helps me segue into my next plugin, which is following me on Twitter at Fumanjo7, where I post stuff regarding this channel and what I have coming into the future. I can tell you one thing that I am definitely planning on doing a Daredevil Season 2 review. I will probably wait a couple weeks after the season premieres on the 18th. Really looking forward to it. Oh my God, it's just a week away, or a little over a week away. But I definitely plan on doing a review. I'm really excited to do a review. And yeah, look forward to that. Comment below, do that whole thing. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.